And we're back, and we're going to bring in a guy now who was very good at his job. I mean, this man did it all during his career in the National Football League. Hall of Fame inductee, the one, the only, Walter Jones. Walter, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, man. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem.
Now, Walter, it's been a few months now since you got the call for the Hall. Has it really set in that you are a Hall of Famer?
Sometimes it does. You know, you right now you're trying to get everything situated and get ready for that big weekend and stuff. So when people come up to you and you go to events or you go to an autograph signing and now that your autograph signing have changed from just putting your number, now you're putting Hall of Fame 2014. Right. So every time you sign that that it counts as set in that you did it the right way and now you're getting recognized for it.
Now, Walter, obviously making the Hall of Fame is a special thing, but you are a first ballot Hall of Famer. So it's even more special. Talk about being a first ballot Hall of Famer. What does that mean to you?
Oh, man, it's amazing. Just being able to, once your career is done and all the stuff that you have done on the football field has been recognized, quick and it was pretty quick. I think it's a nerve-wracking thing, but you get to a point, once you get to the top 15 and stuff, it get nerve-wracking. Then you start thinking about, will I get the phone call or will I make the final list? And for you to get that phone call on your first try, you be excited about it, but then you think about all the guys that are waiting that's deserving. So, but still, and again, you're enjoying the moment and enjoying what's happening. It's my time now, and I'm looking forward to that weekend.
Did you expect to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Did I expect it? I think I worked hard enough on the football field. I think as I, when I first got introduced to football, I was more, I kind of figured that there was a way out for me. I love the game of football. When I was introduced to it, I thought that was my goal, to play in the NFL. And once I got into the NFL, I knew guys and I knew players from past that played the game at a high level. So, I just watched those guys and said that that's the way I wanted to play the game of football. So once I got drafted into the NFL, I just set goals. Being a Hall of Famer wasn't, a number one goal, but you think about it. But now that once you retire, you think about it like, do I have a shot, or did I do everything I was supposed to do on the football field? And with everything that I've done, I thought that I had a good chance of getting in the Hall. It's just a matter of when.
We're talking to Hall of Fame inductee Walter Jones. And who will present Walter Jones? Who will be your presenter?
It'll be my son. Walterius. He's 14, and he was there the night that I got the phone call. So, it'll be suiting for him to be with me and to be able to present me that day. So I'm looking forward to him. He's working on it, and the thing about it is, you pick someone, and I picked him, and he want to do it. So I'm looking forward to him, being able to get out there and show that he's able to do it too. So I'm looking forward to that.
I know you've been asked this many times, but how was the phone call? How was it when they said, Walter, you are a Hall of Famer? What was that like?
Oh man, it was so emotional, man. Because this year they did it different, where they brought all the 15 finalists out to New York City, where the Super Bowl site was. So, New Jersey, but it was in New York City. So what had happened was, they wanted us to all be at the hotel. You had all day to get to see the city and stuff, but at 5 o'clock they wanted you to be in the hotel so they can, they was finishing up the vote. So at that point, around about 4:30, you're trying to, gather your nerves and, like, man, what if I get the call? I'm there with my son, so I'm trying to deal with, if I don't get the call, he's sitting there saying, oh, Daddy, you're going to make it. And, you sitting there thinking like, okay, I done did everything I done did on the football field, so I should make it. But what if I don't make it? You start thinking about all the guys that hasn't got that phone call, or got the other phone call. So, it was a very emotional, time for me and him, and me and him shared that together. And I was excited, you feel good and you think about all the people that's been in your life and have witnessed everything that you have done. So at that moment, all that stuff is, you say, hey, I did it the right way, and I got that phone call, and I was, it was very emotional. It was a raw emotional for me and my son, and just to share that with all those guys was amazing.
We're talking to Hall of Fame inductee Walter Jones. And Walter, you talked about the speech and your son preparing for his speech. How about your speech? We're about a month and a half away. How's that coming along?
It's coming along pretty good, man. I think what helps me out a lot this year, they did, everything is, for me, I think it's a first for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They did a fan fest in Cleveland where they brought in like 100 Hall of Famers in for the weekend. Okay. So for me, that kind of like gave me a chance to, talk to those guys. I didn't talk to, our Seahawks former Hall of Famers and stuff like Steve Largent and Cortez Kennedy. They didn't gave me. It's almost like you get into this. You talk to those guys and you try to get information, and I think that's the whole thing about it. You don't give that information until that guy has made it and got the phone call. So now you can tell them how stressful it is, but it's a great weekend. But those guys kind of give you a kind of a guideline on how you're supposed to do your speech and how you're supposed to prepare for it. So I'm just trying to get my thoughts together and get all of my stuff on paper and trying to. I got help with that and stuff, so hopefully that, you don't want to be, straight from the paper. You want to, tell the people that have been a part of your life, thank you and stuff, and, I'm looking forward to it. I just hopefully that, I don't forget anyone. I think that's the number one thing. You don't want to forget anybody, and you just want to go out there and have fun and realize it's my weekend, and that's the most important thing that I'm trying to get to the point that, I'm deserving of this award, and I'm looking forward to, having a great weekend.
We're talking to Hall of Fame inductee Walter Jones. And Walter, we had Willie Rofe on the show numerous times, and one of the things that he told us in terms of preparing for the Hall of Fame ceremony, that's almost like preparing for a wedding in terms of getting invitations out to people and things of that nature. Has that been the case for you?
It's been pretty tough, man. But I think with me, I'm pretty close-knit with my family and my friends and stuff. So it wasn't, I would say, as a wedding, but it's you have to make tough decisions about who you want to send invitations to and stuff like that. But I think in the end, you make those decisions, and if someone comes up that you probably forgot, you just want to say, hey man, it's a tough call, and you try to, I think once you get there and you're going to think about someone, because I'm thinking about something every day, so you can't put everything that you want to say to a speech, or you can't invite everybody that you have met, so you just hopefully that you don't forget nobody, and you just trying to put it all together, so hopefully it'll be something special and people will always remember.
Now, one thing Willie Rofe also told us about in terms of your tent and also your party afterward and things of that nature, have you been preparing that as well? I know
I have, man. Like you say, once you get that phone call and you get to the next day after the Super Bowl, it's pretty straightforward. They've been doing this for a long time, so they kind of know the guidelines and what steps to follow. So the Pro Football Hall of Fame has been great at making sure that the people that we invite or what type of party, they kind of get your feel on what you want to do and how you want to do it. So it's all on you and how you want that weekend to be. So I think they do a good job of making sure that you're doing it the right way and everything flows perfectly.
Now, who are you going to have at your party? Have you narrowed that
man,
down?
I have
you
so
nailed
many
that down
family
yet?
and friends, man. I think, like I say, you got players and coaches and, everybody that's, you try to reach out to those and see, a lot of the players that, I play with are, still playing and some guys, I think it's going to be, a lot of people there, what I'm saying? For me, personally, I'm a pretty quiet person, so I think a lot of people are coming out to see my speech or, as an offensive lineman, we don't want to, be in front of the TV, but I'm looking forward to getting up and letting people know that we, as linemen, we can get up and we can present ourselves well, too. So, I think it's going to be a great weekend. It's a weekend for my family too. They've been a part of this for so long, and for my friends and like players and coaches and stuff. So it's something that you just continually keep planning and planning until you get to that point where it all comes to an end. So, we looking forward to that, and hopefully it'll be fun, man.
Well, what about the entertainment in terms of, are you going to have a certain band or you got to have a certain DJ there?
I don't know. Me, man, coming from, being a Southern guy, man, I'm more of, DJ, and I'm going to do a DJ. I think it's a DJ from at this point. Your mind might change. I had a chance to go to Cortez, and he was great. I think he had a live band. So, you have to make those decisions and stuff, man, and those are tough decisions because you just don't know, you're going to have all types of friends and family there, so you just want to make sure that, they get you. And most of the time, a lot of the people that's going to be there knows me as a person, so they kind of know how I'm going to do things and stuff. So it's going to be, I guess, a DJ. I guess I have a DJ there performing. Hopefully he plays good music and keep people, in. It's going to be a stressful day, too, though, for me. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be like the finale from the whole weekend for me, and getting a chance to be with my family and really celebrating that whole weekend. So it's going to be fun no matter if we have music or not. I think once the family gets together, man, it's going to be fun.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, your Seahawks, your former team, were in the Super Bowl and beat the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. What did that mean to you to be there live in person? You're in the Hall of Fame, and then you see the Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
It was amazing, for the Seahawks, man, to do the things that they did last year and to pull it off and go in there and get a win. That was amazing for me to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and being able to witness my team that I played with, and I was able to play my whole career with. That just was like the icing on the cake. It was amazing, man. I got a chance to see those guys after the Super Bowl, and they was congratulating me, and I was congratulating them because they did something that I wasn't, as a player, wasn't able to do, to bring a Super Bowl back to Seattle. So for me to be a part of that and to witness that and to be there in person, man, was a pretty awesome weekend.
What was it like playing in Seattle for that fan base? I mean, that's a great fan base out there.
Oh man, it's amazing. I think it was the best place for me to go. As coming from being a Southern guy and going off to Florida State and then to go to Seattle, man. For me, I think it helped me to go out and really, go out and play football and get a chance to understand to play the game, the professional game of football, and those fans have been loving Seattle ever since. You go back in time, and once they came into the league, there's been faithful fans. So, and with the crowd noise and stuff, it was a fun time for me to be able to play in front of that city and change the standard of the way Seahawks football is played. To see that growth and to see what's going on now. The fans are just as a part of the team as the players, and they feel like that, and that's the way they perform each Sunday. They look forward to going out there and making other teams nervous or making their day bad. So it's been fun, man. It was a great ride for me.
Now, 2014, man. I mean, you want to talk about a great ride for somebody? It's been a great ride for you. I mean, your college team, Florida State, wins the national title. Your former team, the Seahawks, win the Super Bowl. And, oh, by the way, you're a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, talk about it. Talk about 2014 and how great 2014 has been to Walter Jones.
It's been one of those rides. Like you said, it's been a great ride. I think it's, for me as a fan, it's been fun. Like you say, my college team won the national championship. So to witness, I didn't get a chance to get to that game, but get a chance to see those guys to go from start to finish and to win it all, and the fashion that they won it, a game where you was feeling kind of nervous there in the last minutes, and for that team to pull it off and win that game. And for me, I think once I found out that I was on the Hall of Fame list and got cut down to 25 and got down to 15, and so to be a part of that and to get to the final list. it's been fun, man, and to witness the Seahawks and what they have done, and they was doing everything that they needed to do during the season to get in the position to win it all, and for them to win it all, and to be a part of that, and just to I think it's a situation where you're enjoying the moment, and that's all I can do is everybody tells me to enjoy the moment. Previous Hall of Famers, all they say is enjoy the moment, and right now that's all I'm doing is enjoying it, and and kind of looking back on my career and saying, hey, I did it the right way, and just enjoying the moment. I guess I'm still repeating that word, but that's what I'm doing right now, just enjoying it.
That's all. Numerous Pro Bowls, numerous All-Pro selections, a trip to the Super Bowl, all-decade team honors. As a whole, what has been the greatest moment of your career? What was the greatest moment of your NFL career? Do you have one?
The greatest? I would say probably getting drafted in NFL and probably winning. I probably would have two. I say getting drafted in NFL, just getting for my dreams to come true, and probably winning the NFC Championship game and getting a chance to be a part of the first team to get to the Super Bowl and to be a part of Seattle. I think that's if I had to put it 1, 2, I would say getting drafted in NFL. I think that was a dream and that was a goal of mine. So I would have to say getting drafted in NFL.
Now, as we said, the ceremony is about a month and a half away. Will Walter Jones cry?
I don't know, man. I've done speeches, and I just finished up doing a speech for it wasn't as I just got inducted into the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame, so
okay.
That gives you a chance to kind of you break the ice and you kind of like you stay in that format and you think of the people and you have to make that short. What that speech was probably 4 minutes, so I didn't cry at that speech. I don't know what's going to happen once because this is the grand finale. So I don't know. I don't think I'm a guy that shows emotions. I don't think so. I got emotional the day I got the phone call, but
right.
I don't know what's going to happen, man. You're going to be out there with all those great players, man, and for me to be on that team, man, I don't know where my emotions would be that day. Hopefully that I can get up and represent well for everybody, everybody that's watching me and stuff. So I can't say for now. I have emotional moments, but I don't know. I think I want to get out there and be able to be myself and hopefully it turns out the way that I want it to turn out.
For sure. Fans, make sure you check this man out on Twitter at BigWalt71 and support all the great things going on with Walter Jones. Walter, it was a pleasure talking to you, man. Wish you nothing but the best of luck moving forward. Let's do it again.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. It's been fun.
Take care.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.